if your goal is to grow your business, if your goal is to be able to at some point sell your business for something that, you want to leave a legacy, you want to make lots of money so you can retire on your terms, it's important to know what your books say, good, bad, ugly. You need to know so that you can make changes.
We are back with another episode of Wealth Building Made Simple. It is a hot August month. Um, yeah, but how you been, Allison? How you doing this month?
I was going to say it's 100 degrees. You know what I'm also thinking is a hot time to think about doing? Reviewing your, well, I'm getting good at these transitions. So it's a hot time to review your financial books for your business.
Nice, nice. It is a hot time to view that. It's times.
Oh my gosh. So, and it again, you sit there and think, gosh, Allison and Philip say this all the time, but how many of us really review our books every single month or just on a regular basis? And I thought we'd start out with the why do you think most people don't review their books at all? They wait till the end of the year to do it.
I would say for me, it's just sometimes I'm just like in I try as much as I try not to be. Sometimes you get in a hurried mode, and then you're
Hmm.
just like, I don't want to slow down. It's like people don't meditate because they don't want to slow down, right? Same thing with the books. That's been my experience. What about you?
Well, I was going to say one of the ideas that I think a lot of people think is the point of the books is to get my tax return done.
Mm,
They don't see it as a tool for any other benefit to, like, I don't know, are you making money? Um, a lot of people, and it is easy to fall in the trap into this trap. Well, I've got cash in the bank. I must be doing fine.
right.
Not remembering that you've got for your business, you've got a car note coming up, or you've got, your staff to pay, or, you're not really like looking at what's the true picture of your finances. A lot of people would say too, I it's intimidating to look at. I don't
Mm,
I don't want to look stupid. I don't want to be embarrassed that I don't know my numbers well enough. Or what if it tells me bad news? That, oh my God, you're bleeding money.
yeah.
I'd much rather stick my head in the sand and wait till the end of the year so I can file my tax return.
Right. Yeah. Like my kids used to do, and when they would poop on themselves, they would just imagine they didn't. Be like,
Yeah,
you're just sitting in the poop. Right.
yeah. Or if you don't see it, it isn't there. Oh my God. But I mean, again, I think as we've talked about a lot, it is important that you, not even from a tax perspective, because again, remember, tax is just a cost of doing business. If your goal is to grow your business, if your goal is to be able to at some point sell your business for something that, you want to leave a legacy, you want to make lots of money so you can retire on your terms, it's important to know what your books say, good, bad, ugly. You need to know so that you can make changes, or you can have the freedom and opportunity to go to, maybe add a new service or, you know, niche down to a different product that or that one product you want to focus on or service you want to focus on. But you can't do that if you don't know what your numbers look like.
Yeah. No, that's real. That's real. I think. So, are there any? Because I feel like everybody who's listening to this are going, yeah, like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't,
yeah,
yeah, and
Allison.
I can't argue with you guys. You guys are right. But are there any like helpful tips to help people just trick their minds or harmony their minds to actually like do it right? 'Cause I don't think anybody would sit in front of us and go, "You guys are stupid." I think not
Yeah.
looking at my books is the best way to go.
They're like, or a lot of times they'll say, what I've heard a lot is, well, that's what I hired you for, is to manage my books. No, I mean, you're right. My goal is to produce financials for you, but it's to provide you and arm you with the knowledge that you can or can't do something to grow your business, So, and again, I know that people will be like, why do I want to like review my books with you every single month? Well, there's freedom in the discipline of doing it.
Yeah.
Can I mean, that seems very, I don't want to say philosophical, but it's true. knowledge is power. So I
Eh,
wanted to tell you about the cadence that I would recommend for the time of when to review your books and what you should do and focus on when you're meeting with your accountant, bookkeeper, CPA, or even you, if you're the one who does the books. What's the cadence you should follow?
okay, let's do that. What's the cadence?
So, if you review, what you should do is review your books once a month. Edit, and again, you're like, once a month? I don't have time for that. Do it the 15th of every month. Make a date with yourself to review it after the bank statements come out and you have your accounts fully reconciled and you look at the financial statements, which would include the balance sheet, income statement, and statement of cash flows. What you want to review it for is profitability and not just did I make money this month? How am I doing for the full year? It doesn't even have to be a long meeting. It's just, how did I do? Is there anything I need to be concerned about? Do I have issues with my vendors where I'm behind on payments or, you know, maybe I'm paying them too quick. I can improve cash if I stick to the net 45 terms or whatever their terms are. But you should do it at least monthly. And again, you could make it this little as a 30-minute meeting. You don't have to go in depth, but at least you need to know how did they do.
Yeah, no,
So
yeah, I think
that's
that's
so anyway.
super
So then
reasonable.
the on a quarterly basis, and again, this becomes in for tax planning considerations. You should do a full review of the income statement, balance sheet, and statement of cash flows with your tax accountant, CPA, bookkeeper, whomever you work with. How's it looking for the quarter? How is it looking for the year? Am I meeting my budget? And then two, what do you recommend for potential estimated income tax payments? That's really what you should be focusing on a quarterly basis. That meeting still might take only 30 minutes. And it's the more you stick with the monthly review, the quicker these meetings on the quarterly and annual basis will go because you already know the numbers.
Hmm. Yeah, I think
So, yeah,
the word that generated when you were saying that is like maintenance, right? I feel like the lack of maintenance creates so much stress and anxiety in all of our lives, right? Meaning like you don't maintain your car, you don't maintain your body, you don't maintain your mind, you don't maintain your books.
yep,
It creates big problems later. You know that,
right.
you know.
Or we could think of all kinds of great cliches, but measure twice, cut once.
Mm,
If you measure your books every month, you get to the end of the year, you're like, yes, I do have the ability to. I'm thinking about offering a new service. Yep, I can do it. Or, hey, I would really like to invest in this new technology that will provide a better customer experience. I have the financial ability to do that. So anyway, that's why I would say, monthly, quarterly, and then annually. Here is where it's all about the tax return. Is everything ready? Again, can you like confidently hand off the books to your CPA or tax preparer and say, here you go. And at the end of the year, you should say then that's where you get the opportunities to talk also with your financial advisor about, in, do you, if you do offer a 401k for you and your employees, what kind of profit sharing do you have the ability to provide them? If you do a SEP, similar kind of things, like what kind of tax planning and retirement opportunities do you have? Because again, you've spent month after month, quarter after quarter reviewing your books to know, can you be, even more generous this year? Can you invest in that piece of equipment? So anyway, those, what do they say again? There is freedom and discipline to sticking with this so that it's not a surprise at the end of the year.
agreed, agreed. Well, let everybody know if they need somebody to help them be accountable to their financial maintenance plan.
Well, you can reach me at my website, rifemartincpa.com, or you can email me at info@rifemartinaccounting.com. And just remember, December 31st is a mere 5 months away.
That's right around the
Woo!
corner.
Yeah, the time is now.
Thanks, Allison.
Have a great day.
You too.